and welcome to the Cat Collective. I'm Nina, I'm the channel for this channel, and let's start. Truth, passion, inspiration, okay, manifestation, bottom of the deck, okay, sounds cool. Gonna pull another card. I'm feeling sad. Teeth. So this should be, it's probably TV, right? Detox. It's a detox card, right? Oh, teeth and the tooth card. What's that? So what I'm getting is that you are questioning everything and you're sad because you don't know. I'm getting this, the truth, you know. What would you do in a world where there was no money? You know, where everything was free? Would you do the things you do now? Or would you do something else? Or would you do the things you do now, but for different reasons, right? If the only reason that's getting you up and running is money, is it the right reason to make things? In a world where no money exists, or, you know, everything is free, it's like, there's no point in doing that, right? It's just what I'm getting, and it really feels like a tooth extraction process right now, because I'm getting teeth and the tooth card. It almost looks like you are removing a big tooth from your mouth, right? And teeth are always for me options, right? And I'm getting this with the TV, you know, I'm always getting this manipulation. You know, manipulation, it's a TV, and it's also, you know, if you think about anything about that, anything money related, it has also always a way of control, right? It's always a way of controlling, and you know, and molding yourself into a frame. It's whether it's online or offline, you know, but it's just what I'm getting with this TV. It always reminds me of YouTube as well. And if you think about, for example, the YouTube algorithm, right? What it is it based on, you know? Has everyone really the same chances in the system? You don't know. And you're questioning, and you're, you know, it's like, where's the inspiration and the passion coming from? Is it just about making money? Or is it about self-expression? And what is it all about? You know, it's just that I'm seeing the questions all over. And I'm wondering, right? Because this is the detox card, a shower. You do take a shower to clean yourself from things. And if you would imagine just not participating in all of this anymore, what would be left, right? Would there be some inspiration left? Would it be still authentic, or is this inauthentic? And how much of a programming did you receive already? It's just what I'm getting with the TV, you know, again, remote control and stuff like that, you know, because whenever we are feeding the system, right? And it's a big question to have, you know, because if humanity as a whole would do things differently, we could create a completely different world. I'm getting this, you know, hard tooth extraction and connecting the dots, you know, and just wondering, you know, why is this like that? It's a bit like the Aries reading that I just uploaded. And it's a similar frustration because you know, when a bee flies to a flower, right, a bee wants to have a reward, you know. A bee doesn't go to a flower just to sit around on it. That's not what a bee does. A bee is actually working because a bee needs to get the honey, because a bee needs to provide the beehive with this, right? Or like, you know, that's the whole reason why the bee is here. And when you look at your life, is it really, you know, or, you know, I think that's something you might have observed, that all humanity actually is doing is like a bee running to the flower, but not for honey. It's for money. Honey, money. Do you see that? Do you see that? Honey, money? That it rhymes? And that it's a bit weird now that you noticed, because you're like, am I a bee? But the system has been set up like that, you know? There's this, you know, if you see it like that, you are making the money for yourself. Yes, a little bit, so you can get by, but it's not too much. You need to be, you know, you cannot have too much, because if you have too much of it, well, maybe you wouldn't participate in the system anymore, right? You know, imagine if the bee had a system to milk flowers, right? Then the bee probably wouldn't go for honey anymore, right? But since the bee doesn't have that, and that's the job of the bee, right? And it's the way the system has been set up. But is it really... Is it really set up the right way? Like that, for us? Because some people, they are basically the queen bee, you know? They just sit in their hive, and they get all the honey brought to them, right? And you want to go there in a way, but it seems to be an uphill battle. And there's so much existential thought also involved in this, you know, because if you think about, there's, you know, on the one hand, there's spirituality, where it's said that we all are one, which is a total, you know, that's the truth. But in a way, it's this, what kind of system are we, right? Because at the moment, what is this actually, right? And it's just that you're questioning that. And I'm getting this inspiration, passion question. It's this, would I actually do it without the money aspect? Would I do that without money? That's the question, right? Would I actually do that without the money? That's just what I'm getting, and it's about what inspires and what moves us. What is the reason for us getting up and running? And if it's just the money, is it for the right reasons? Or is it time to invent something new? You know, because I see that the bee goes to the flower to get honey, you know, because it's their system, right? But is this our system? We are not bees, but in a way we are, because we are actually, we are actually doing the same things, except that for us it's not called honey but money, right? That's so weird, right? Thinking about that. What would you do if you had all the money? That's the question, you know. That's this overthinking thing, you know. What would you do if you had all the money? What would make you get up? Would it be, what are you passionate about without the money? It's just, I'm also getting this whole, almost a soul shock of realizing how everyone is just, you know, focused on money. How the whole society is just focused on money and nothing else. And how everybody is just getting up and running because of money. And it's a shock, right? It's a shock that I'm getting right now. And it's this whole system, and you're like, you know, if I have to get up and running, why can I not just make money, honey, the way I want to make it, you know, by being just me? That's just a question, right? But it's not that easy, right? Because you know, for example, if you take the algorithm online, your stuff doesn't sometimes even get seen, so you don't even have a chance. And you could upload the best videos ever. If they are not being seen in the first place and shown to people, why, like, that's not an equal system. That's not fair, right? You know, when you think about a bee, then when a bee flies through the flower, you know, at least a bee can directly fly to a flower, right? There's no such thing that says no, you are not even being shown some flowers, or your flowers don't grow, or something like that, right? I mean, well, in the current state of Earth, it is actually causing problems because the nature is slowly but surely being removed a bit. So therefore, bees do have actually struggles to find their flowers. It's just something I'm getting. It's this, wow, adoration. Yeah, that's what we are here for, right? We want to be, if we are not getting up and running for money, we also get up and running for connection, right? Rooted. It says up and running. Let's see what we have. Self-reliance. Nature boy. Oh yeah. And thinker. Okay. Bottom of the deck. Explorer. Yeah. And still we have got manifestation. And home is also there. And lighten your load. Oh my god. And good luck. Oh wow. Wow. Look at all that. So we are getting there. So it seems to me you're questioning it, and I'm really getting almost a silent scream type of thing because of this thinker card. It's this, your mind is like boiling. It's like, this is just not fair, right? Some people are just, you know, lucky, they have their good luck, right? And you think about going out and to nature, building a house in the trees from the scrapyard, right? I'm almost getting that, and just so you can retreat because you are, you know, I think you might actually, you know, self-reliance. It's this, I'm getting the vibes of so rooted. You know, I'm really getting the vibes of quitting society, living in the woods, leave me alone, right? It's this whole self-reliance. It's also the you know, self-made, what's the word? Not just self-reliance, where you grow your own plants. You know, you live in a whole sub category of society, right? That's what you're thinking about, because the big system is just somehow causing you to be really angry. Really getting that. That's what you want, right? I think that's not particularly what you want, but that's what you feel you need to do because you cannot cope with the current system anymore. You know, you're thinking to yourself, why, if that's so, if all of this is like this, you're removing the tooth, if I'm just a bee in this whole system, which is nice, right? And that's just also reflecting this we are all one thing, right? Because the beehive is a completely functioning system in itself, and everybody has got an important role to make it work. It's almost like, was it communism? But you're like, what am I supposed to do now? I don't think that you want to be excluded like that, but your house is almost flying up. You're like, what am I supposed to do? I cannot. It's also, it's this, when I'm getting the, with the cyclist here and this red ribbon there, I'm getting, that it feels to me that this ribbon is tied to a tree or something that's out of the picture, and if this person continues to cycle, it also will pull them out of the bike. And I'm getting this with our system, that it's just for you at this point so it's not working. It's like you are feeling like you are being dragged down the cycle if nothing big happens all of a sudden, and if your big wish doesn't come true and you don't get, I don't know, some sort of big something, just something that gets you out of this. Because I'm really feeling this with the thinker, it's this, yeah, your head is just poof. It's just this, so this rigid clothing, and this way the thinker is drawn is also a bit rigid. It's this rigid system, and all you really want to do is explore. Oh, and the next card is surfer. It's this, right. But currently you are in this mode, right? In this frozen, you don't see a way out. In a way, you see that there must be a hole in the cage somehow, because you need to find a way to somehow fit into this whole beehive, because I'm feeling that you don't feel where you are currently. It's not where you are supposed to be, and you don't know where you are supposed to go, and you wish, you see that there must be a way out, but you don't see where it's going. Right? Thinker again. And it's also this card, setting sail, unity, next two cards. Yeah, it's this again, system, beehive thing. Yeah, okay. There must be a place. You then come to the conclusion that, okay, there must be a place for me in the system, but where is it? Where is my place? If this is not it, if nothing really works, what I'm doing, what am I supposed to do then? Right? It's again a bit of those Aries vibes. I'm also seeing giving and gratitude. It's also lovely, right? That's what you would like to feel. Maybe you would like to participate, I'm sure, because of this card, and also the sun. Yeah, you would like to, but you don't know how to do it because you feel misplaced wherever you've been put so far, right? But then, getting this. Home, lighten your load, manifestation, and good luck. So something's coming in. Something's coming in that will lighten your load, and it's coming soon. Also, the next card here is Visionary. And I'm seeing this is your gray life at the moment, and well, you wish for your unicorn to come in. You want to have some sort of revelation, some sort of gem. You want the sun to be handed to you, but there it is in the corner of this image, right? There is your sun and the good luck and this, right? There's the sun. There it is. It's just a question, because we are supposed to be our own leaders. And with the self-reliance thing, it's like, do you have to do it for yourself is the question that I'm getting, because of the visionary, you know, it's this, hey, right? Other people, you know, some people, they also did do it themselves, but you question why, what can I do? I think your visionary aspect, if you look at her, she has her eyes closed. This bird has also the eyes closed, the giving one. She has her eyes closed, the gratitude one. Setting sail. Yeah. It's this, you don't see the way out. How are you supposed to be a visionary if you don't see the way out? If you don't know what to do? Right? I'm just feeling this discomfort of not fitting into the system. Into the money honey system, right? Yeah, so the next cards are King, Release, and Serenity. Oh, and the Box of Rain, which is also very interesting. Yeah, it's the frustration that I felt, it's the sadness, right? So if you look at it like that. So she's releasing a balloon with a bird in it, and there's this bird behind the king. And I'm seeing, you know, there were some other bird images there, but, you know, with a giving card also. Sometimes if we don't focus on the problem, the solution comes in. I'm seeing the bird as the problem today, because the bird for me today reflects this free being, you know, like in this Frozen card. So clearly there is something on the way, right? So don't you worry. But it's this lighten your load again. It's the release the problem. Release the problem completely for now. And you know, there are all the birds. There are birds. Those are birds. There are no birds. Okay, but wait, there's a bird. And there, those, I mean them. You know, it's this cage problem. It's like, you don't know. And it seems to me that the guidance here is to, for now, release the problem. Release this burden. Release the burden of the problem. And heal. But Box of Rain. Today it's not just a box of rain for me, it's this breaking out of the box, right? It's this, you know, it really reflects this, that the box for you is too small. You need, you know, the system, you don't know where to put yourself in the box of the system. And you need to, you know, you want to find a way how to be a part of the system, but not really, you know, because this is the strict, rigid system. Right? And you know that within the next years, there will probably no huge change to the system. You can only estimate it, but you know, you need to find a way now to get going, to find your place outside, inside a box. Because this is a box and there's another, you know, the card is again another box, right? So you need to find a way. And the guidance is to just lighten your load. Don't focus on the problem for now, release it. And it's a bit of a relaxation. I'm really getting also stressed about, you know, you are probably also really stressed about this because you just don't see it, because you thought, you know, maybe you have found a way. You thought that it would be when, for example, if you open a YouTube channel or something like that, or do something online, right? Then you will be able to be free, but you cannot rely on a system that you cannot control, because if no one will ever be, if your stuff won't get shown, you will never get somewhere, right? And therefore you cannot, you need to find a way which is 100% based in your self-reliance. I'm getting that on this. That's what you are doing, you know, you are doing that. And if you continue to do the things that don't work, you know, for example, if you upload stuff on YouTube or it's just somewhere else and no one sees it, then you cannot proceed further anyways, and it's not happening. So you need to find a way where you can be 100% reliable for everything, which is intimidating, but it's also empowering, right? And there you can your visionary aspect can come in, your you being a unicorn. If you find a way that is 100% reliable based on what you are doing, right? Because you cannot give away your power to other systems like online, you know, even if it's not YouTube, any other social media platform, even just a website, you don't control this. And what you can control in a way, or what's easier to control, is the nature side of things. You know, if you look at this nature boy, he built this house himself from scrap, as I said, right? So, but he collected this scrap and he knew how to put this together from A to B, and that's a plan. That's getting you out of the system, right? If you know that you are in control of this, because you can organize materials and build something. That's, you know, a simple solution from A to B. But if you are, you know, making videos, for example, online, and you put them online, the outcome is not assured. Here, the outcome is assured. This, you know, if you collect the materials and build something, then it will be, in fact, be built, right? But if you put it online, you put it into the void and nothing can happen. And you can put in all the effort in the world, and if nothing happens, then it was all for nothing. And this is probably keeping you also, you know, this would be frustrating. Yeah, right? I'm setting sail. Yeah, it also, you know, I'm getting those houseboat vibes, you know. Yeah, it's this, you know, alternative living thing. It's this whole, you know, no, you don't need to buy a house for £250,000 thing. You don't need to. You can find a different way, right? So, you know, this is cheaper than that. So you will find your way. And clearly the cards say that lighten your load. It's about alternative living. It's home. It's this, you know, good luck and manifestation is on your side. So you will find a way out of this, for sure. So let's see if there's some more guidance for you. See the bigger picture. Yeah, that's what you saw. I think, you know, that's what we were just talking about. It's this bigger picture. It's this beehive thing, right? And that he's a hunter, so even though he's in a desert, he will find something, you know. It's just this, for me, this card reflects the situation you are currently in, maybe focusing on the problem, right? And just not seeing the way out. Cool your emotions, yeah. Yeah, it's this, again, releasing the problem and just relaxing for now. And the solution will come in, you know. Yeah, release control, haha. What did I just tell you about trying to control the things? Well, but I think that's the bottom of the deck. Sometimes it's also just about relaxing for now, but on the other hand, you know, put your focus on what you can control. It's not about releasing, you know, it's about I think a balance of control. It's more what I want to say, because if you are focusing your success only on the things you cannot control, then you will be miserable. But if you focus on the things you can control, like, for example, things that will for sure be done, you know, collecting building materials, building something, that's assured. Putting something online to feeding an algorithm, that's not assured. I'm not saying that you shouldn't do that. It's just that you need to be aware of the bigger picture in this and seeing that this is nothing that you can control. Therefore, you need to release this control in this region and focus on the things you can control. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, I think you know what I mean. So I'm gonna pull a card where every card has the same meaning from this deck. Very controlled deck, isn't it? The meaning is everything is going to be okay. And let's see what this reading is for. Already over 30 minutes. So let's see. Cancer. Yeah. Okay, I hope that helped. And yeah, I see you next time, and the additional infos are in the letter box below. Yeah, so bye-bye.